Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Gateway to IT. In our last video we learned how to create the VM for ESXi server, install the ESXi hypervisor and do the configuration from the direct user console or the console. When I say direct user console, the direct user console refers to this screen wherein you have an option to hit F2 to configure the ESXi server settings. So we use this console to do some initial configuration, but now we will log into the web UI to set the time server on our ESXi servers. So let me go back to my admin workstation, workstation 1, and let's try to log into the to the ESXi server ESXi-3.starkindustry.com. If you remember, we created the DNS hosted record for these ESXi servers in our previous videos. So if I type this URL and hit enter, I should be able to resolve the name to an IP address and thus be able to open the web interface for the ESXi server. It should prompt us to login. So yeah, we are able to hit the ESXi 3 page, but you get this error message because right now the connection that we're making is not secure because the certificate does not have the URL that we have given. We can take care of that in later sessions, but for the time being, to bypass this error, we can hit the advanced and then click on continue. Once we click on continue, we are given this page where we can log in with our root account and provide the password that we gave at the time of installation. So let me give it the password. So I gave it the password. You can see that it is prompting us to join the customer experience program. So I'm not interested in it right now. So let me uncheck this and click on OK. So to configure the NTP server setting or the time server setting, we need to click on manage. Once we click on manage, we can go to time and date. And here you can see that right now the NTP server setting is stopped and it's showing the current date and time. So in order to configure it, we need to actually click on edit NTP settings. So let me click on edit NTP settings. Once I click on that, I'm presented with these two options. So let's select the second option, and then from the NTP service startup policy, we want this setting, this service, NTP service, to be started and stopped with the host. So I'm selecting the option start and stop with the host. And now I need to give the IP address of my domain controller. So let me give it 192.168.1.5, which is the IP address of my domain controller. And if you want to provide more than one, then you can separate them with the comma. So let me provide the IP address for the second domain controller that we have not yet installed, but we plan to install it in future videos. So once I have given these IP addresses for the NTP server, I can click on save. Once I click on save, you can see the one IP address that we gave first is now at the priority level 1, and the second one is on the second number. Now because the NTP service status is still stopped, even if we refresh it, we can see that it does not start. So we need to go to the services console. Once we go to the services console, we can check the NTP server setting NTPD, and we see the service stopped. So we need to select the service and then click on start. Once we click on start, we have to wait for some time and see. Yeah, we were able to start the service successfully. You can see the status now shows running. We now need to go back to the system tab and check. Here you can see that the NTP server is still showing as stopped, so though we have already started it. So we need to click on refresh and see if the status shows correctly. Yes, once we click on refresh, the status is now showing running. So now we have the NTP server service running, and now our ESXi server should be able to get the time settings from our domain controller. You need to perform these steps on the other ESXi servers as well, so that they are actually pointing to the same time server for their time synchronization settings. Well, let's stop this here, and I'll configure the other ESXi servers with the time server setting. Once we have configured it, we will then proceed with the installation of the vCenter server. So let's wait for the time to arrive. If you like our work, please subscribe to our channel and do share it with your colleagues. Thank you.